get this, after the first semester at University of Dallas at Holy Trinity Seminary, my class, we started out with 16 people, 16 guys from all different dioceses. And then after that first semester, 8 of them, half of the class discerned out.
Oh, wow.
So
a pretty big percentage of guys that you knew and had gotten close to were just gone.
Yeah.
So did it make you think, oh, maybe this isn't right for me either, huh?
I was like, they didn't say anything because I only found out when I came back in January.
Oh, they just up and disappeared.
And I was like, did I not get the message?
Wow.
What happened? Am I missing something? So that jarred me a little bit. I remember talking to Father Rick about this at that time. I was like, what is happening? Why did everyone just leave? Did we not get the message? What's going on here? So that stuck in my head. And also, my parents didn't want me to be in the seminary either. They didn't want me being a priest.
Oh, because they hadn't been going to church. They had that, that bad taste in their mouth from the parish that they felt was asking for too much money.
Yeah. And they didn't want me being celibate. So they had their ideas of what priests were.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. I'm the oldest.
Okay.
So I'm the oldest son.
Okay.
And they expect me, they never told me this, but I've always got that from them. They expected me to be with them. When they get older, to take care of them. Yeah.
As the eldest son, it was kind of understood that was your responsibility.
Yeah. So my mom, especially, she thought I was going to be a priest and just go off to a different side of the world.
And they'd never see you again.
Never see me again. Yeah, and I told her, no, this is diocesan priesthood. This is, within the city limits. It didn't help that I was going to Dallas, for the first year. But,
because there's that detachment.
Yeah. And it was a good detachment for me, at least, for my discernment. So it'd be independent from wherever they feel, wherever their opinions were. Mm-hmm. But that guilt was still around.
Yes.
That guilt of leaving my family, of
eldest son.
Being the eldest son.
Responsibilities.
Right. And so my second semester there at UD, these thoughts really came into my mind a lot more, primarily because of those guys that discerned out.
Yes.
It really hit me.
Do you think it would have been easier for you if you weren't the eldest son, if you were like the younger son? Do you think that your parents wouldn't have had that expectation as much?
I'm not sure. I don't know. But I know that looking back, it was mostly in my head.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's not like your cultural background and the parents.
A little bit of cultural background, but it was mostly in my head, my interpretation of it, my perception of their need. Like I thought they needed me a lot more than they actually do. So I discerned out actually after that first year.
How did that process go?
So I got to visit with my spiritual director. We have regular visits with them at the seminary, and I just told him like what I just shared with you, like all those guys discerned out.
Yeah.
What is happening? What is going on? I thought we had a good thing going.
Yes.
And I told him my prayer life just kind of feels weird. I'm just distracted a lot now. I can't really focus on the studies. I'm always asking what if.
Okay.
Should I have done that?
Okay.
Should I go back to the police department because it was awesome there.
And you were good at what you did.
I was good at what I did. But with those sessions with the spiritual director, we determined, I was romanticizing the past. Mm-hmm. But it didn't click until after I got back in the police department and then left.
And you actually saw what the past looked like.
Yeah. Saw with as it truly was. I was happy. I liked it, but I wasn't at peace. I wasn't joyful. It wasn't fulfilling.
Okay. So you talked to your spiritual director, and did they come to the determination, the two of you, that okay, let's?
I came to that determination. Mostly, it was mostly me.
Okay.
I didn't know at the time that I was romanticizing the past.
Okay.
So I was just fixated at just going backwards. Because I was like, I could be a better cop this time, with the prayer life, knowing my faith.
I can help these homeless people.
Yeah, I can help people more intimately now.
Mm-hmm. So your spiritual director, did they tell you, I'm not sure if this is a good idea?
Yeah, he warned me.
And you just wouldn't listen?
He warned me. I wouldn't listen. The rector, same thing. He was like, are you sure, Matt? I mean, stay another year. I was like, nah.
And you were set already?
Yeah, I was already set.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was that with the other seminarians at the time? Father David Michael, Father Rick, the guys that you'd come to bond with that were still sticking around.
They were strong in the discernment. They were strong. They were settled in the seminary at that point, from what they told me. So for me, I felt a little bad. I was like, I'm leaving you guys.
Okay, so you did talk to them. You weren't one of those that disappeared.
No, I didn't disappear. No, I had a good conversation with Rick, and I teared up a little bit. I was like, I don't want to leave you guys, but I just feel like I'm too distracted at my past or distracted at what I think I want. And so I left after having a good conversation with them and giving them a little warning that I would leave at the end of the semester.
That must have been tough because, you've gone through this together.
Yeah.
It's intense from, from the past guests that we've had. It's an experience. You're brothers in arms.
Yes.
Going through something together, something very difficult, something challenging. You're growing together.
Yeah. And
then you're leaving them.
Yeah, and that's what I liked about the seminary. It was the first time I ever really felt a sense of belonging.
Camaraderie, brotherhood.
Yeah. Like everybody had the same goal. We're all going through these challenges for the same goal.
Yes.
Priesthood or discerning where our vocation is.